What's up guys, I'm Brad, I'm the back road driver, and today I'm gonna take you along with me, and it may take 2 days, but it'll just be a few minutes for you, and show you what we have to do to keep our cars in top shape and ready to do videos. Some of the burnout stuff we do, some of the off-road stuff, just some of the hard pull stuff we do creates a tremendous amount of stress on the vehicle. It gets nasty, and we got to do a lot of things to get it back into where we need it to be. Got a pretty big weekend coming up with Boosted F150 about 2 weeks from now, and I've got to get this truck in tip-top shape because I don't want to embarrass myself. So I'm going to take you along, show you a few things that we have to do from time to time that you probably wouldn't think of, that are not typical for a normal truck or a normal vehicle. If you're already a subscriber, thanks for tuning back in. If you're not a subscriber yet, I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that notification bell, because we're a little unhinged around here. We do stuff with our vehicles that you might not want to do with yours, but you get the benefit of seeing it done and you don't have to break stuff. For those of you that don't know, this is the Wolf 750 horsepower VMP Odin Supercharged. So like I mentioned, one of the things we do on this channel is burnout. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. We just did a video where we burned off 4 sets of tires in one video. You can tell there's like a heavy coat of rubber all up and I mean, it's everywhere. We had mud on the truck first, so that kind of helps because this will come off a little better. But we got rubber splattered everywhere. It's kind of built up back here. It's on the back of the custom bumper we've got. You can't take that to a detailer, because if they pressure wash that off in their driveway, there's nowhere for it to go. So what we like to do is help them out. Before we take this to get it detailed today, we're gonna go ahead and blow this off and blow it down in the drain here at our local Spray and Go. You can see it flaking off right here. It does not want to come off real good. This is actually ceramic coated. That helps a lot, but you can also spray like Pam or something slick up in there, tire shine, before you do burnouts. But we gotta get all this off. Up in here, like you can tell where it's broken off. There's like a layer all the way up through here. It's all gotta come off. You can see on this side, this is the passenger side, I haven't hit it with the hose yet. Like, there's a serious cake. I mean, it's thick, guys. Like up in here, it's like 3/4 of an inch thick. It kind of stops right in here. I think where the mud was caked back here, it didn't stick very well. You can tell we got a lot of mud right there. But this over here is super thick. Let's get that off. You know, that's like hundreds of dollars of tires, and we make dozens of dollars on this channel. I'd say it's working out pretty good. You can tell there's some serious rubber falling off. So we're dropping at SoCal. The truck is a mess. We got a lot of stuff cleaned off at the little spray off. I would want to point something out, and you can't see this. Inside the truck, if you watch the burnout video where we burned off 4 sets in this truck, we had the windows down and it reeks of burned rubber. I mean, it literally smells like cancer inside the truck. Obviously, they're gonna wipe all the surfaces down, and that'll help a lot because everything sticks. And there's not any fabric in here, but there is some carpet. So we'll get the carpet cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll see if they can like fumigate or set something off in here to try to remove all that odor. It's just something else we gotta do. It's part of it. Now we're gonna Uber over across town and grab the GT350 from Sam's house and do something else that's maintenance that you've gotta do when you're on YouTube. That was the slowest Uber ride ever. It's put me behind. I've got to get something and get somewhere real quick with it. This will not be a slow car ride. We're back in the GT350. Let's crank it up. Now it cranks up in quiet mode. We don't like quiet mode. Hope y'all weren't taking a nap. One of my favorite things about the GT350 is how loud it is and how long the gears are, because I can drive a lot of places in first and second gear with very few shifts, and it's loud. Now the guys at Line-X helped me out tremendously the other day on the burnout video. The fire department actually showed up. They actually knew the fire department guys, so they got us out of trouble. But they changed tires out on the truck all day long while we burned them off. Can't say enough about them, and I want to take care of them today. So we got their favorite pizza showing up. We're gonna grab some drinks. We're gonna grab some drinks and go cut it up with those guys for a little bit. I want y'all to see the marks from the burnout video. Good times. These guys really like me. They're really cool. They're taking care of me.
What's up? Hey, Brad.
Hey guys.
Hey, pizza, man. Hey, get some pizza. Go ahead there. Trash cans in the corner. Trash cans right there.
Where y'all going?
Back to work. Clock in if you want to.
I was 7 minutes late.
Sorry, bud.
Obviously, we set that up. But you got to take care of the guys that take care of you. These guys they're kind of like on our team. They watch all our stuff. They help us with a lot of technical stuff on the truck. And they've came out big in a pinch, and we ordered a ton of parts from them as well. They sprayed the truck. We really appreciate them. I was gonna show y'all one of the tires from the burnout video too. Tread is gone. Signed a booby in this place in a video. Now I've signed a tire. We're arriving. I'm at the Ford dealer, and I know I said we got to get stuff done to the truck. We do, but I got an opportunity to go ahead and get an oil change at 2,000 miles in the GT350. It's not due yet. It's the first one, and I wanted to go ahead and get it changed early. It's something you've got to do when you drive as hard as we do. We probably didn't break this thing in slow enough. We did have that drive from Little Rock all the way back to Knoxville in the very, first day of life for this thing out on the road. We put some hard miles on us.
Hey guys, jumping in the video here. Brad just got a $200 and something oil change, and we're drawing a little bit of a crowd here. Got some folks that want to see the GT350 start up, so let's get a little reaction.
Got the oil change. I think we're gonna take it right back in there and get tires and a clutch, because I think I just burned that thing up. No, just kidding. Today's the day we get to see the Wolf all cleaned up. Stuff just keeps happening that I want to show you in this video, because it's just been just a couple of days in this particular video, and I guess we just ended up fixing and getting a lot of stuff going at one time. We got our new wheels for the GT350 in here. We're gonna have a whole video about everything we did to put those on, but we're also gonna show you how we graphene coated them. Pretty cool process, pretty awesome product. But right now we're almost to the detail shop. We're gonna pick up the truck, take it over to Ford, get alignment, oil, and then we're gonna go get some stuff done at Line-X. So we're still getting that truck in order. Woo-wee! Wolf hadn't looked that good in a long time. Look at this, they gave it the business. Though he said there was so much stinking rubber up and under in the mud. This was glass coated by Ceramic Pro by these guys to start with. This is SoCal here in Knoxville. They even glass coated up under the wheel wells, and that's why stuff doesn't stick as much, but it still gets nasty. But this truck hadn't been this clean. Probably, I washed it about a month ago. Didn't do this good of a job, but it hadn't been this clean in a long time. You got to bring it here every once in a while. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, inside, I didn't do the inside, so it hasn't been this clean inside in 6 months, maybe a year. They got the smell out of the rubber smell, so we're looking good now. Let's do a cold start up. That's in quiet mode, but it still gets me every time. Look how crooked my wheel is. I'm going straight right now, and it's turned about 30, well, I don't know, 20 degrees. That's one of the things we're trying to get worked out today. So you've seen me Uber across town in this little video, but you're also gonna watch me walk, and it's not far, it's probably half a mile. You gotta do what you gotta do. I guess the purpose of this video, I kinda knew what it was gonna be when I started. More than anything, a lot of YouTubers don't really show you what actually goes on, and I won't say behind the scenes. I mean, this is what happens on the front. Like, this is what you got to do to keep a couple cars going, being modded, and be able to keep moving forward. There's always something breaking, there's always something that needs maintenance, there's always something that you're trying to mod on it. It is awesome, and we're very, very fortunate to have 2 cars now. It's made this process 1000% easier. And then having a lot of my vendors kind of in one little area allows me to hub out of Knoxville. It's been a lot of fun just running around Knoxville getting stuff done. So this isn't complaining. This is me saying this is awesome, but this is what it takes, and you got to hustle to get it all done. It's not cheap either. Back at Ford to pick up the Wolf, you know, good and clean, because we just cleaned it up and I didn't want it sitting outside. We were able to get everything taken care of with just, you know, we did the oil, which was early. We got the alignment done, and on the alignment, my problem was the steering wheel wasn't lined. The truck wasn't driving bad, but it ended up being the alignment that lined that steering wheel back up. They thought they were gonna have to flash it back to stock tune and go drive it and do all this stuff, but we talked with our tuner and figured out we were okay there. So there's always a little bit of drama when you're dealing with a custom car or truck and you're trying to get something done that has to do with software. But we got everything squared on that one. We're gonna get it over to LineX and get new brakes, pads, rotors, and we ought to be good. This is a multi-day, almost a week now. Well, heck, it's been a whole week now to get it back in line. Steering wheel should be back to center. Jumping between this and the GT350 that's obviously manual, I just went down for the clutch pedal, and there's no clutch pedal. It's a little interesting jumping between 2 vehicles that are so different. I actually love running around getting a lot of things done, and it's a lot more fun now that we've got 2 vehicles, because while this truck was just absolutely down, needing everything done to it, we were able to go film with the GT350. And we got a few things to do to the GT350 that may have it in the shop for a few days, and we'll have the truck back out of jail, we'll call it, to be able to do some things. So it's always something that we're going to be modding or working on or fixing, but it's awesome to have 2 cars. The more of you that watch, the more cars we're going to buy. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to the channel, throw a thumbs up on this video, and comment something that you've dealt with that we're having to kind of work through on this, or just ask any questions. You can ask YouTube questions, car questions about either vehicle. You can ask anything you want. We always answer 100% of the comments, and I hope we can do that forever. This is your passenger side pads. You can see where they're starting to crystallize and their heat fractures in them. So the pads had more they could have kept going, but we got a crack off right here. And see all the cracks in it right here? Yeah, they're cracked up pretty good. Yeah, they're gone. Those are shot pads. This right here, this big groove is from that break off right there. Yep. Looks like a piece got wedged and just aged it. But the good news is, that's the inside of a rotor. Oh wow, some pretty good gouges in that. These rotors and pads, they probably had, I don't know, 2,000 miles on them? Something like that. They didn't have long on them. They didn't make it through the burnout video. We'll link the burnout video right here in a card, and we'll also put it in the end and in the description. That's all taken care of. We've got it put back together. I'll show you guys the finished product of what they look like on the truck here in just a second. You can tell these are back in shape now. Very crisp and clean. Rotor is fresh, no rust. No skinned out marks, no big cuts. We did not have to do the calipers. These actually, they checked everything, measured everything out at LineX, and they were all good. So we got the same calipers. You compare them to the front, which have just a couple thousand miles on them, but you know, we've been rough. These look good. They've got a little bit of wear on them. Calipers look great. Everything still looks fresh, and there's no rust on them. I would say all in all, that was something that had to be done, and we took care of business. So here's the deal. It takes a lot to keep these vehicles going. It takes a lot to keep videos coming out for the channel. I wanted to show you guys what I thought would be a day or 2 of getting things back in order. Turned out to be about a week, but I was glad to take you guys along on that so you could kind of see what goes into keeping 2 cars repaired, modded, and making videos. Give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Check out content on the Wolf. We've got an entire playlist on that. Check out content on the GT350, which hasn't been named yet, but it's soon to happen. We've got full custom exhaust on that. We've got a ridiculous wrap coming up, so check all that out. You can go ahead and watch some of those videos right now in the end card, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.